terrorism is growing not only more common, but also more deadly. By 2017, deaths from terrorism are overwhelmingly concentrated in the Middle East and North Africa, where over 10,000 people die. Over 7,600 are killed in South Asia and another 6,700 in sub-Saharan Africa. Southeast Asia, Europe and North America see hundreds of people killed by terrorism. So what are the effects of this terrorism? As well as causing deaths and injuries, one core effect is economic. It's estimated that in 2014, terrorism cost over $105 billion globally. The cost of terrorism increased 11-fold in the 15 years after 9/11.
One of the ways terrorism can be used is an economic strategy. So terrorist attacks against economically valuable targets can be one way to cause harm to an enemy.
The costs inflicted by the 9/11 attacks are huge. The aircraft alone cost $385 million. The value of the World Trade Center was over $3 billion, and the damage to the Pentagon cost $1 billion. Around $10 billion of other property and infrastructure damage was caused, while the cleanup cost $1.3 billion. Insurance companies paid out $40 billion. Indirect economic consequences tend to be even higher.
Successful terrorist attacks can harm the economy by creating an unsafe or vulnerable environment that makes people afraid to go to work or to do their jobs, to go out in public spaces. For example, if you're afraid that there's going to be a terrorist attack on the metro, few people are going to actually want to go to work. When people are afraid to travel, this not only hurts the train or plane industry's bottom line, but it also has downstream consequences for hotels and restaurants, other tourist attractions. At the same time, if people are afraid to use these modes of transportation to get to work, that also reduces productivity.
Indirect costs after terrorism include governments directing public money into security rather than into investment. Businesses and the public are more cautious about spending. Foreign direct investment falls. Tourism is especially hard hit, and insurance costs skyrocket. Indirect costs to the city of New York after 9/11 were around $95 billion, including lost jobs, taxes, and revenue. But overall, the US recovered economically very fast. Weaker economies may suffer much worse effects. Areas affected by terrorism commonly see a 10% drop in bilateral trade, and per capita GDP growth can be up to 10% less than for non-affected areas.